Welcome to lulicat.tarot. Today's reading is What Do They Wish They Could Tell You? Choose from the following vibes. Hi and welcome to lulicat.tarot. I'm Leisha, aka lulicat, and this is my free tarot channel on YouTube. If you chose Queen, this is your reading on what do they wish they could tell you. So today we're going to start with oracle cards to find the themes and then clarify with tarot. We're then going to get some channeled messages and advice. So today we're starting with this Greek mythology deck to get a couple of themes on what it is they would like to tell you. The Queen Collective, the Spirit. What the person wish to tell them. Okay, we have Medusa, the feminine. And we have Tai Chi, Fortune. Interesting. Back of the deck we have Dionysus, merrymaking. This is actually very positive. I would say that Medusa is about the expression of female power, and Tai Chi being fortune. This is like what happens when you see the best of female power. But we'll clarify a bit more soon. I'm going to get another couple of themes with the Snapshot Oracle deck. Just saw 2222 on the timer, so that might be one of your angel members that you might be seeing. My goodness, you won't believe this. Okay, we had Divine Feminine coming out. And let's get one more. Okay, we have Seduction. I like that kind of dark feminine vibe that we have here with Medusa and Seduction. And then we have the Light Feminine with the Divine Feminine and Fortune. And on the back we have Alpha Female. You may be female yourself, or your person might be female, or you may just be embodying very feminine energy at the moment. You're finding your power within the feminine archetype. I'll get two more themes. And then we're going to clarify a little bit with some tarot. Spirit for the Queen Collective. The picture that you chose is also a Akasha from Queen of the Damned. And that is definitely the dark feminine, powerful being. And so they're finding you very seductive. They're finding you very alluring, powerful, enchanting, irresistible. They think that everything you do pays off, pays dividends. We have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron in reverse. Okay, that's your 3rd eye chakra. Interesting. So maybe they're finding it quite hard to, like, they can't quite tell what you're going to do next. You're very elusive and intriguing to them. We also have attachment. This person is quite attached to you. They're finding it a struggle to stay away from your energy. Back of the deck here we have deceit in the reverse. So today I'm going to be using the Exotic Cancer Tarot deck. I haven't used this in a video yet, but I absolutely love this deck. It is a little bit, I mean, it's art, so there is some nudity in it. It's illustrations. I don't think it's that bad, but you know how people like to censor us all. So let's clarify Medusa, please, Spirit. Let's clarify what their person wants to tell them about Medusa, the feminine. King of Pentacles in reverse. They're very intimidated. I almost feel like you've knocked them off their throne. Feeling quite insecure about who they are compared to you. And they also think that if you don't like, you know, what they can bring to the table, that you're kind of gonna make them pay. We have the Sun in the upright. Oh, they really enjoy that about you, actually. They enjoy your wit and your assertiveness. They actually find it a breath of fresh air, and they find you like such a fun person to be around. You actually give them a lot of joy. Back of the deck we have the Nine of Pentacles. They really find you such a valuable person, and it makes them question their own value, or their own it makes them think that they have to match up with you, and that perhaps they can't, or perhaps you wouldn't accept them if they don't have, like, say, enough money, enough material goods, enough to support them. But they also kind of have this feeling like you support yourself anyway. You don't actually need anyone, let alone them, and that's the part that makes them insecure. The fact that you don't need them at all. Not even for protection, it feels like. Medusa protected, like, her and her sisters protect themselves because they were turned into monsters, or they already were gorgons in the myth, and they were fearsome creatures to behold. And I feel like kind of like the picture that you chose, Akasha, you are fierce. You are a fierce creature to behold, and they are finding that really intimidating, but also alluring. Like they're so interested. Tell me about the divine feminine, please, Spirit. Why do we have the divine feminine here? Too much. Please tell us about why is the divine feminine here? Three of Swords. Someone hurt someone's heart. Someone broke someone's heart. Let's get a bit more clarity. We've got the Tower in reverse on the back of the deck, but we'll get a bit more clarity. Why is the Three of Swords here with the divine feminine, please, Spirit? Oh. Eight of Pentacles. Someone is healing themselves. They're trying to master their emotions. They're trying to master something. Maybe something they did to you, or vice versa. Maybe they're acknowledging that you have come from heartbreak, and then you've just worked on yourself so much, and you've turned yourself into this divine being, male or female. It doesn't have to be that you're a female. It just means that the energy that you're embodying is quite balanced. It's receptive, it's creative, it's alluring, it's attractive. If you're embodying the divine feminine, and we also have the Medusa card as well saying the feminine, you're very attractive right now. Everyone kind of wants a piece of you, and it's because of all this work that you've done. They're recognizing the work that you've done, this healing work that you've done, that has turned you into such a powerful creature. And now we have the Queen of Wands on the back of the deck. Queen of Wands is definitely the divine feminine. The Queen of Wands is a character who is she is divine feminine power in all its right. She loves herself. She loves everything about herself. And I just realized how graphic this card is. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so the Queen of Wands is unafraid, she is unapologetic, and she is like in her power. She doesn't care if you see the worst side of her. She knows all sides of herself, and she's not ashamed of any part of herself. She simply doesn't care what you think. She knows who she is fantastic, and she is like the magical queen. She's the queen that takes divine power from the heavens and uses it to create whatever it is that she chooses to create. So it's like you have gone through something, you've transformed yourself. Tell me about the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron in reverse, please, Spirit. Judgment. They didn't realize how clever you are, or how well you can see through things. It's almost as though you see straight through them, and that's very intimidating. They've never been seen the way that you see them, and it's like they're usually quite good at anticipating what people will do or why they do things. But with you, they're finding that they can't kind of get ahead. They can't win this battle. It's like you've already seen it, you've clocked it, you know what they're going to do. They haven't really developed themselves spiritually as much as you have, or they haven't developed their intuition as much as you have. And so you kind of run circles around them a little bit. It's quite intimidating for them because they feel like they almost can't win, and also they can't hide anything from you. You kind of see through it, you judge it correctly. I have the Knight of Swords in reverse on the back of the deck, so it's like anything that they try to do that's like a harmful, rash, silly decision, you're going to judge it correctly and say, hey, what you've done there, pretty wrong, or not really cool, I'm not down with it, I'm not feeling how you're acting. Kind of think that this behavior that you've done is like kind of beneath me. I don't want a piece of it, to be honest. So like, do your thing, see you later, have fun, take it easy. That's what they're so afraid of. They're afraid of you saying to them, okay mate, no worries, take it easy, catch you next time. We're looking at Tai Chi Fortune, and we've got the Hangman coming out reversed. So they're seeing in you something that is quite, it's a treasure to behold kind of thing. What they're seeing in you is like a diamond in the rough, or not even in the rough, but they're finding in you, like, there are so many different ways that you are valuable. You're a valuable being, and it's something they know they need to act on, but they're finding themselves a little bit afraid to step forward. They are kind of a little bit living in fear, wondering if you will, how you'll think of the way that they step forward, and it's kind of stopping them in their tracks a little bit. They know what it is that they want to do, but they're worried about what happens when they do it. So we have the 6 of Cups in the upright. You remind them of someone from their past, or you are someone from their past. They might have a long-standing connection with you. You might have known each other for quite some time. They're certainly angling at a reunion with you. seeing you again. They're tired of kind of seeing you in photographs or online or a reflection of you. They don't want to see the reflection of you. They want to be in the presence of the real you. And they feel like they can't make the right decision about how they want to move forward with you without having seen you correctly, or like seen you in the light of day or something. Let's have a look at seduction, please, Spirit. Tell me about seduction for the Queen Collective, what their person wishes they could tell you. We have King of Swords. Wow, interesting. I almost feel like they want to seduce you with their words. Got the Two of Wands in reverse on the back of the deck. It's like they've taken time away to think about a lot of things, and now they want to come back and tell you everything. And they feel like once they do that, once you see the whole truth of it like they see, you'll let them into your life, or maybe into your bed. I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's get another clarifier for seduction. Please, Spirit. Queen of Wands coming out. I'm going to put it back here, not too close to the camera. Yeah, they're definitely sexually attracted to you. They definitely want to see you. You know, they want to get up and close and personal with you and see you in your full form with no hidden illusions. They want to make it as clear as day. They want things to be clear with you, and they want to be they really want you to fall in love with the way that they think, or like not fall in love. They want you to be really attracted to them, and they want that to be not physical first. Well, it's physical first for them, but they want it also to be their wisdom, their knowledge, how clever you think that they are. They feel like you make them feel clever as well, and that really gets them going, kind of thing. That makes them feel powerful, feel amazing. Let's have a look at attachment. Please clarify attachment. Spirit key. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Counterpart action. Attachment though, with the Ace of Wands on the back of the deck. I think they think you have a certain opinion of them and they want to refute it. But I think that your opinion isn't coming out of nowhere. I think it comes from something that they had potentially done in your presence or to you. They have the Nine of Cups now, so I'm feeling like making up for something they may have done. This is on attachment as well. It's like they can't control the situation. I've got the Emperor on the back of the deck in reverse. They can't control the situation, and it makes them like, it sticks with them. They can't get past this worry that they have that you might turn on them. I feel like maybe they owe you an apology for something. Maybe they've done something to you in the past. Let's get some channeled messages from my Aphrodite oracle. This is a much more PG picture that I illustrated myself, actually. I wonder if you can see her well. I did a first version of her where she was more like a sea, like nymph type person, and then I had a dream from Spirit who taught me how to draw the clouds properly. can see the clouds. They were trying to show me how to draw them. I woke up the next day and redid the whole thing, but not before I'd already had heaps of the other cards made up. So anyway, let's see, what does the person want to say in the Aphrodite Oracle? We have, you are perfect. I definitely get the feeling that they see you as like the ultimate person for them. What does their person want to say? There's nothing left for me here. This person, it's like they don't think about anything but you. They've got a real attachment to this connection that they have with you. And it's like consuming for them what kind of person you are and how you guys could be, like how you could live your life together, how you could bounce off each other. You've got, I'll be with you, I'll be there for you, which is a lyric from a song from Zion I called Bird's Eye View. They want to see a lot. They want to see their dreams come into fruition. They're tired of looking at this from above. They kind of want to get down into it and start of being actually in your life. Can we talk for a minute? Let's get one more from the Aphrodite, okay? We were fated to meet. This person might have leveled up since meeting you, and they attribute that to you. We've got on the back of the deck, I made a mistake. I do think that there is something they are a little bit ashamed of. That's why the Queen of Swords card is coming out. Next we've got the Persephone Oracle. It is the second day of spring in Australia. So she is really in her element, depending on whether you think she's happiest above ground or below with Hades. Personally, I feel like she'd be happier with Hades, but you can't deny that spring is one of kind of the best times of year after winter. So we have, no one will understand what we are to each other. Interesting. We have, I've been waiting way too long. This person does feel like they've been in like level up mode, trying to figure out how to talk to you, how to tell you how they feel. What else do they want to say, Spirit? What do they wish they could tell them? Okay. My desire for you is endless. I think we definitely saw that. And I'm tired of the same cycles. So this person is trying to create change in their life, and they think that change is going to begin with you holding them accountable, you being the fearsome divine creature that holds them accountable for what they do and who they are as a person, and they finally start leveling up. And they were bored, man. What are they going to do without you? Just the same old stuff? They're tired of the same stuff. They said, my heart is big enough to forgive anything. So we did have the Three of Swords before with, you know, while you were leveling up and creating a better, turning yourself into a different kind of person after your heartache, maybe they also were feeling heartache as well. Maybe you both have something to forgive from each other. We have, you have changed me forever. So I'm just gonna get a couple more cards. I've got the Honest Love Tarot here. So let's just get some more while we got them out. Let's just just smash them out. Spirit, tell us what they would like to say to the Queen Collective, if they could say anything. Oh. Nine of Pentacles, you deserve someone better than me. Oof. That's quite a depressing energy, honestly. It's like, I'm not going to try to be better. I'm going to just like almost just fixate on you and hope that that works. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. You make me feel at home. He already came out as the Queen of Pentacles before. Or was the Queen of Wands? We have the Page of Wands now. This is all I have to give. So they're feeling quite insecure about their not having enough possessions. We have, this has taught me what pain really is. Okay. More of the wounded energy. And just take this top one. The Knight of Pentacles, I just want everything to be perfect. There's a lot of pentacle energy here. Back of the deck is, I'm going after what I want. I feel like they're building up to feeling confident enough to step forward, but right now they don't feel that confident. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't exactly come to you with an offer or anything, but we've just got the Page of Wands here. It's like, can we keep talking? Can we keep in contact? Can we just be friendly? Can we at least talk more often? So let's get you some advice before we finish the reading. So what advice do you have for the Queen Collective? Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is like that Jupiter energy. It's masculine energy. It's masculine luck, adventure, trying new things, stepping outside of the box. This person sees you as a way of them becoming more of themselves, and like having the courage to do more, to be more. And Spirit is saying that while right now they might not be in the energy that you wish for them to be in, you need to look at the wider picture. You know, they may not be fulfilling at the moment, but they're trying. Like, they really have the attitude of, you know, I need to build, I want to build, I see that you're building, I wish I could build as well. And that's just kind of the first, not even the first step, it's a few steps down the line, because at least they're acknowledging that there are parts of themselves that they don't appreciate, or they could understand why you don't appreciate. We have conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. That's like that crazy, like, destiny energy of something shaking things up, like something coming to light. People at the moment are quite volatile in their energy, I would have to say. Just the way that the stars are currently, but everyone feels kind of uncomfortable at the moment. Uncomfortable with how things are. Like, I would say that there's this energy around of people just not feeling like things are running smoothly, and that friction is bumping us up all against each other, and things start being said. We start speaking with our heart when we're uncomfortable. We're like, I don't have time for this, I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't be surprised if you had some kind of friction conversation. Let's have faith in your dreams here. The waxing crescent moon, back of the deck energy. And I'm just gonna get 2 more cards for you from this magical spell card deck. Wow, we've got destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. Yeah, stuff's coming out. Stuff is coming to light, and that's what I was saying, that destiny thing. There is some erratic energy that's actually like a karmic energy coming through, doing things, getting things sorted, pushing things out of the way, allowing people to see others in their true light. Can you get one more card, please, Spirit, as advice for the Queen Collective? We have organization, purpose, planning, efficiency. Now come to me so easily. I guess it's like your structure allows them to see what structure looks like. The way that you build and work, the way that you do so much, it shows them exactly what potential they have, to the capacity to do more and be more. And that's kind of what they need to see. They need to see someone else do it. And it's not easy to start from scratch with no one to look up to. And at least they have you to look up to. The back of the deck we have grace. Grace, blessing, come to me. Come to me to set me free. So grace is another one of those energies of something billowing in and out of your life on the wind. It's very spirit-led, destiny-led. Like, it comes to you, you just have to surrender. So that is your reading on what they wish they could tell you. I hope that was helpful in what maybe enlightening you on what it is that they're thinking currently. And thank you so much for coming to our reading, and I hope you have a great day or night, whatever time it is where you are. Okay, bye. Hi and welcome to lulicat.tarot. I'm Leisha, aka lulicat, and this is my free tarot channel on YouTube. So if you chose roses, this is going to be your reading on what do they wish they could tell you. So today we're going to start with oracle cards to find the themes, and then we'll clarify with tarot. We're then going to get some channeled messages and some advice cards. So I'm going to start off with the Greek mythology deck to get a couple of themes for you. Spirit, please tap me into the Roses Collective and what their person, okay, just one at a time, what they wish they could tell them, please, Spirit. They're excited, that's for sure. Okay, we have Nike, victory. And we have Prometheus, cunning. Wow, I feel like this is that energy of someone that's going to do whatever they can to get what they want. Back of the deck we have Demeter, the mother. Demeter's an interesting character to have on the back of the deck energy as well, because in order to wed Persephone, Hades had to kind of steal her away from Demeter by getting her to eat the pomegranate seeds, and removing her from Demeter's care. And we've got Prometheus here. Prometheus was, well, his story is that he kind of made friends with the gods, I think the primordial gods, and learnt how to create fire and took that knowledge back to the humans. And for that he was punished by having birds peck out his, I think it was his pancreas, every day for the rest of his life, basically. But that's that I'll do anything to get what I want energy. And anyway, let's see what else we got here. So this is the Snapshot Oracle by Divine Divinity Speaks. I love this deck. This deck is like, ugh, this deck is the best. So I'm gonna take the first one. Well, okay, we have twin flames. So you might identify with that ideology of the twin flame narrative, of two souls who level up each other by the friction of their interaction with each other, which triggers each other into healing and being better. Twin flames may or may not end up together in this lifetime that they share, but they're definitely linked in their healing journey, and are also tools for spirit to be able to open them up to divine message, karma. Oh wow, the card you just got was good karma. Yeah, so the twin flame journey opens people up to spirituality, leveling up spiritually. Back of the deck we have real gold versus gold plated. Let's get two more cards. This is the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. Two cards please here for the Roses Collective. Just one at a time. This one, we have Walking Away. Okay. Alright, these aren't for you. But we have also Woman Holding a Coin and Appreciation reversed. So it's like you see the value in yourself and you see where you're not appreciated. This is what Spirit's trying to say. This is why you'd be walking away. And then we have Patience, upright, number 16. Back of the deck we have Man Holding a Coin in reverse. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to clarify with the Under the Sea Tarot. Just kind of alternating between this tarot deck and the exotic Cancer tarot deck today. Just to switch up the energies, keep it fresh. I had a lot of downloads from Spirit today, like a lot, more than normal. So I feel like Spirit really wants to talk. It's like the flow is back for people. Their messages are starting to come back through. So today is a good time to do a reading. Spirit, can you please clarify Nike victory for the Roses Collective and what their person is trying to tell them? I've got the 7 of Pentacles. Get out what you put in. Spirit just said someone's no longer being such a nuisance, as in they're actually doing the work in trying to pursue their goals instead of just playing around all the time. Got the Five of Wands reversed. That actually matches what I just said, because Five of Wands in the upright is like an interfering, dramatic drama energy. Five of Wands in reverse is like the lack, you know, the absence of drama, or like drama finishing. It's like this person's finally putting their best foot forward, trying to actually do the work. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups reversed. I'm just getting huge deja vu right now, like I've read this before. Eight of Cups in reverse. A healing journey that they never finish, Spirit says. They keep going on this healing journey, but they don't put the work in. And Spirit says they're finally doing the work. Got the Sun on the back of the deck. They're becoming enlightened. Things that they didn't know previously are just coming across their path now, as if, you know, by magic. And this is a really good part of when you first start opening up to Spirit at the start. It's almost like you get bombarded with messages, like, so it's almost too hard for you to not believe. You just get slammed with like articles you'll just come across, or, you know, something will be on the news, or you'll have angel numbers everywhere. Spirit said they're in this part of the journey where everything is giving them so much knowledge, and it's like, it's really interesting to them now. That's why they're in the Seven of Pentacles, because they just want to keep putting in more work towards this and see what comes back out. Let's clarify twin flames, please, Spirit. Oh, okay. Spirit says it's a story of someone that was lost because of that Page of Pentacles in reverse energy of not doing what they say that they were going to do, saying something and doing another thing, being unreliable, not ever being there, not even ever like talking enough, like expressing themselves enough, and then just expecting like you to just pick up the pieces and do all the hard work. And then it's like you were both heartbroken at this action. It was like this action was like, it was heartbreaking for the both of you. Let's get one more for that. Can we get one more for that, please? Okay, yep, Spirit said, yeah. They're trapped in fear. You were trapped in fear. You're both trapped in fear, actually. You're trapped in a fear cycle. If I do this, they'll do this. If I do that, they'll do that. And just you both kind of, it slowly became more and more cumbersome, and the gears just kind of eventually stopped turning. So that's, I hope that helps you to understand that they were just as scared as you were, but they just kind of thought that you would pick up the weight for them and do the rest of the work. Spirit, can you please clarify walking away, which is, I feel like, what your next steps were. Please clarify walking away for the Roses collective. Ace of Swords. You saw the truth of the matter. You were given clarity. Spirit says there was a bombshell. Something hit you like a bombshell. Like, it's making me think of that song by Miley Cyrus. I don't actually know the words, but I know it says that you hit me like, or you hurt me like a wrecking ball. I don't know the words, but maybe that song might have a message for you. Something happened here, and it actually, like, the Ace of Swords is generally a card of victory, and this is victory because it helped you on your path, but it also like shook you to the core. What do we have at the back of the deck? We've got the Fool. You decided to go on a new journey. get some more clarity on walking away. Maybe you just realized that it was just never going to work this way. But the world, yeah, you completely leveled up. Like you had ended this cycle. You're like, okay, I've done this cycle before, I'm not doing it again. And you decided to step towards a new path, which then led the world to push you towards your next cycle. This is what they want to tell you though. This is what they wish that they could tell you. Okay, so if it's the world, that means that they've spent a long time thinking about you and what you did and you leaving, and they know that it was the right thing for you to do. They know it was the correct thing for you to do, and that's why that you've leveled up so highly. They also know that you're led by spirit. They see that in you, and they know that you were supposed to have a time away from them. And it's like it led you both into a really long period of time where you stopped speaking to each other or like being in each other's lives, where you kind of just saw each other in the periphery for a long time. Let's clarify Prometheus. Cunning. We have the High Priestess in reverse. A secret is revealed. Someone being for themselves only. This person was doing something. Got the Knight of Swords in reverse on the back of the deck. So whatever they were doing, they weren't thinking correctly about it. They're defending their behavior anyway. They're feeling defensive as well. Got Death in reverse on the back of the deck. It's like they knew that what they were getting up to underneath your nose apparently would eventually find its way back to you, but they're almost like incensed with anger that you would try and defy them about it. And they thought that they had thought through this in such a way where there was no, like, there was a win-win for them. They would get out of this no matter what, like no matter what you said, they would be able to counter it with, well, actually this, or well, actually that, or if you think it's like this, then this. But what happened was you had the clarity of spirit, and you had leveled up too high for those low-level games, and you just bypassed it completely. Like you stepped out of it. They couldn't believe that you did that. And that's why they can't let go of this. They're just like, what's going on? How did this even happen? Now they're the ones crying, throwing up. I'm just joking. But anyway, let's have a look at good karma. Spirit, can you please clarify good karma for us? King of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. These aren't coming out. They're just here to be seen. Kind of the energy that this person was in. They know that they're in an energy that you can't build with, you can't grow with, you can't sustain life, you can't really do much with the energy of someone who's running in and out and not in any way, shape or form dedicated. And the King of Pentacles is a very selfish person who takes others' resources for themselves, even though they have their own resources. They would rather use yours, eat you up, and then save what they want for themselves. It's like a very selfish energy where nothing can grow as well, because growing needs two sources. It needs light and it needs water. You know, for a plant to grow, there must be two elements at least. You can't just have one element and expect there to be, it's like that what was that movie where they were trying to water the plants with Gatorade? It's like that. That just came across my mind. Anyway, over here is where they weren't giving. They thought if they don't give, you'll just pick up the slack, but you didn't pick up the slack. You just left. You're like, okay, see ya. Okay, Spirit's like, we've got stories and stories and stories. Yeah, so we've got the Six of Pentacles reversed, which is an echo of that sentiment of someone who doesn't give but happily takes. And also we've got the Nine of Swords, so it's like they're running over this in their mind. Like it keeps them up at night thinking about the lack of reciprocal energy between you, and also the fact that you wouldn't wait around for the energy to change. You gave it no like there was no grace period. You just bounced. I'm hearing. But what does this have to do with good karma? Like, tell us about good karma, Spirit. What does that mean? Six of Swords. You found like a safer place to be, and like an emotionally and mentally safer place to be, and you got yourself out of a worse situation. You found smoother, calmer waters. You might have traveled. You might have like found people who are more aligned with you. So we have Justice on the back of the deck, and then we have the Magician in the reverse. I feel like they're trying to put up an illusion that they're also healing, but I'm not sure that they have. They're definitely seeing the karma of the situation. They're seeing the justice in the situation of you being out of their reach, out of the reach of their illusions, out of the reach of their manipulations. But I don't see that they have completely changed yet. Clarify patience, please, Spirit. Nine of Swords. Again, fear. Working through fears. It's a slow build up at the start when you've never kind of addressed your fears before, or worked through them, or looked at them even. It's a slow build up to get there. I know that once you do, and you might know this yourself because you seem like someone who has definitely worked on themselves, is on that healing journey. You know that it takes patience, you know that it takes time. But once you start doing it, you just don't stop doing it. You just don't care anymore. It doesn't really like affect you. It's like once that first hit hits you, you're like, that actually doesn't hurt when I face my fears. When I face my fears, I just feel like peaceful, strong, like assured. I understand who I am as a person. I understand why these are my fears, and in that way I can never be defeated. Can you clarify what this person thinks about patience, and what they want to tell them about patience? The Rose of Collective here, Spirit. Yeah, they want to tell you that they are Four of Swords. They're gonna get there. I almost feel like this is their like 5D, 5-dimensional self telling you that they are. I mean, didn't we get the Twin Flame card as well? Yeah, I mean, this is definitely in the middle of your healing journey of the Twin Flame. It does take time. It can take years. But don't let that discourage you, because to be honest, you can't escape it anyway. Twin Flame journey, if it's your journey, then it's your journey. We've got the Ace of Wands here. It's like this new spark of energy, and it's spirit-led. It's a spirit-led spark. It's an opportunity from spirit as well. You might come across each other, you might just talk to each other somehow, somewhere. You might like start stepping in and out of each other's lives a little bit more than you used to. Let's get some channeled messages and see what else we can find out from what your person wants to tell you. This is my Aphrodite oracle. She's the first oracle I ever created. I drew her. I had a dream from Spirit of how to draw clouds properly. So I was drawing them really weird. Spirit was like, no, you can draw it like this, you know. Okay, thanks, Spirit. Your first card is, anytime I'm needing someone, I think of you for comfort. Yeah, you're that person that makes them feel safe. You're that person that they can picture coming home to at the end of a hard day. Wow, okay. I'm seeing something not nice here. Anyway, it says, dust to side chicks, I'm jealous. I think there's like 1 or 2 cards in this whole deck of 100 cards that alludes to a third party interference. If it's coming out, then it doesn't have to be another relationship. It could be family, it can be this person has other responsibilities like work, children. It could be a friend who's interfering, a particularly manipulative friend interfering, judging them, making them regret their choices or not want to make the choices that they truly want to make. A karmic person in your life will always tear you away from your soulmates or your true spiritual connections, just because that is their nature. That's what they're here to do. And when you choose the karmic person over the soul tribe person, even in the smallest way, you interrupt your path to your true destiny. So we have here, let's start a family. This person is like mooning over you at the moment, like swooning, mooning, like really I feel like they're in like a, I mean, I did feel before they were quite excited. I just feel like they might feel like they're close to seeing you somehow or pulling you back in, but I just feel like your energy is a bit like not here, you know? This is like them trying to get this sorted, trying to do this, trying to do that, and you're just like, I know that you're not there yet. I need to tell you something. Perhaps they do recognize and acknowledge and maybe want to be finally held a little bit accountable. I'm not sure if they can have the whole accountability yet. And they have here, I feel like you are putting up walls. I actually feel that myself, like you're putting up walls, but I think that you're putting them up for the right reasons, because this person hurts you a lot. We've got here on the back of the deck, I don't want to hurt you. Doesn't mean that you won't hurt me, but it certainly is nice to hear that you don't want to. Sorry if that was a little bit cynical. Okay, now I'm going to read from Persephone Oracle. It is the 2nd day of spring in Melbourne, and I think Persephone's thriving. I'm hoping she's thriving. I'm loving her vibe. I'm loving that she's here, she's back, she's bringing it. She's straight out the gate running. She said, will you make it up to me? Your person is saying this. Will you make it up to me? Interesting. So maybe they think you need to start saying sorry to them a little bit too. And I don't know what happened with you guys. Maybe there was a bit from both ends, but I'm sure that you'll be as accountable as you need to be, because it feels like you're growing here. It says, I understand why you could not love. This person sees you leaving as you not loving them, not knowing, not understanding that you leaving does mean that you love them, because you're choosing to not accept incorrect or harmful behavior. So you leaving them is giving them a boundary, showing them that you want to continue to be in each other's lives, or perhaps in a relationship maybe, but by holding the boundary, this makes this possible. And you had to do that by leaving, but that's not something that they understand yet. And again, this is echoed by your commitment is a concern. I'm sure that in the past they have had partners who were as codependent as they probably were, and would just silence their own pain in order to have the relationship succeed. But that's just not who you are, and you're not going to be doing that anymore for anyone. So we have, I want to show you that everything's going to be all right. I do think they still do have a sweet and loving and caring side to them. I just think that they expect a lot from you right now. They expect more from you than they would have expected from themselves. And in fact, if like you had behaved to them how they had behaved to you, would they give you the same allowances that they are now expecting from you? We have 2 here. Spirit says they're both for you. It says, I want better for myself. That's certainly a step in the right direction. They do understand they have to learn. They really don't understand how much more they have to do, which is, I feel like it's a lot. And then we've got, I think you've punished me hard enough. I think they're hoping that you're going to speak with them and maybe re-establish a connection. We have here, bloom with me. And, you know, they do want to start a family with you. They said they do want to grow. This is the first starting steps of growing. It's just that it's in a really early stage where it can be quite hard to get things going. And you know, at the start when you think you've gone so far and really there's actually a mountain before you, but you've just already climbed this first hill and you're like, yeah, I did it. You've got the mountain left to go. So we've got the 7 of Swords in reverse. I'm being pulled in 2 different directions in reverse. So I feel like they're quite centered around you. Their energy is centered around you. We have 10 of Swords in reverse. Oh, this is the Chariot in reverse, actually. I think. No, it's a 7 of Swords. Yeah. And we have, is this really over? No, that has to be the Chariot because it's being pulled in 2 different directions. Okay, cool. Anyway, so we've got, is this really over? 10 of Swords in reverse. They don't think it's over. They don't believe it's over. They know that there's more to this. There's this underlying feeling that you both have that makes you come back to each other all the time in your mind. And it's because you are linked. Your healing journey is linked. It says, I listened to every word you said. So they're going over your previous conversations that you've had with each other. They're thinking about what clues you may have given them. Okay, we have 14. Temperance. I'm patiently waiting for the right time. I don't know that it's patient, but I mean, they're definitely healing. They're starting. They're really trying. This isn't the card for you. It said if pigs could fly, but I don't think that's for you. Let's give it one more. I think that's other people's opinions. I think this is that third party's opinion, if pigs could fly. That's not the energy of this connection. This connection has good bones. It's good, strong bones. It's just building up the meat. Exactly. Spirit is clarifying. Spirit is acknowledging, supporting, confirming. With the Ace of Pentacles here, fresh start, seed, opportunity, offer. There is a new, fresh beginning here, some way, somehow. Talking, a shared connection, something is coming through or coming back. And I think you're both acknowledging that you miss each other and you do want to move forward. We have the 6 of Wands on the back of the deck. I'm afraid to look bad. Yeah, I think there is a lot of ego at the center of what this person is having a lot of difficulties with. So let's now get some advice cards for you. Spirit for the Roses Collective, please. Can we get some advice? Okay. We have conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So full moon eclipse goes hand in hand with these aces that are coming out. It's like a burst of destiny or karma or something out of nowhere that you didn't bank on happening, that starts things moving forward somewhere. You know, every time you connect with your person, you spurn each other forward. This is, I mean, it doesn't have to be a twin flame connection for that to be true. It's true in the way that we are all like entities with our own kind of force fields, and we keep bumping up and colliding with each other, and the result of that is that we are always changed every time we bump up or collide with someone. We're continually changing, evolving, creating better for ourselves. Your next card is Have Faith in Your Dreams, Waxing Crescent Moon. Yeah, Spirit definitely wants you to keep your eye on this. I mean, I feel like they're also trying to say that your eyes are going to be on this, and that's okay. And please keep the faith, because that's, your attention is there because it should be there. So you need to trust that. You need to trust that where your attention is held, because that's going to be the key to you moving forward on your journey. The back of the deck we have, what do you need to release? Waning Moon. I think this person is telling you that they understand that there is a lot of their behaviors that they are needing to release at this time. So now we're looking at the magical spell cards. What do we have here? Safe Travel, card 22. You did have the Six of Swords. You might be moving or going somewhere, traveling. I know that everyone's flying everywhere now because finally we can again. So safe travel. Keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. Right, this person, like, they're happy for you to go, but they do want to come home to each other one day. And they feel like you're one of those people that you might be someone that travels a lot, someone that even if you're not traveling by, by plane or to different countries, you're traveling in the car a lot, or on your, you walk a lot, you're always moving, you have a lot of movement, you're a very adventurous person. We have here as your next advice card is it's inspiration. And it says, Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. The thing about Isis is she rebuilt her husband back. He was torn into pieces by, I think it was Set who did that. Anubis. Was it Anubis? No, Anubis is the keeper of the underworld. No, it was Set who tore up her husband, and she put him back together. She went to all the corners of the earth, found all his missing limbs, and used her magic to weave him back to life. He then becomes I think he's the god of the underworld. What's his name? I need to find that out. Anyway, she uses the magic of creation that only she has, and is able to weave his soul back into him and put his pieces back together. And I feel like that's what you're helping this person to do. You're helping them to come back to life. It's like before they were living like a zombie, and now you're putting them back into like a divine creature again. Osiris. It's Osiris, the god, the king of Egypt, and I'm sure he's the king of the underworld as well. Anyway, back in the deck energy, I just had to find that out for you because it would have killed me if I couldn't tell you that, because I love Isis or Iset. So back of the deck we have the best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. Alright, well, I hope that this was helpful to you. Roses collective in understanding what your person wishes they could tell you. It does, I feel like this person did kind of like their higher self did kind of divulge parts of them that they would not be happy with. I mean, not that they wouldn't be happy, but they're having ego problems at the moment, or pride issues, and I feel like this is displayed in the messages that we're getting. But keep your eye on the prize. I hope that you have a great day or night. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye. Hi and welcome to Lulicat Tarot. I am Leisha, aka Lulicat, and this is my free tarot channel on YouTube. If you chose Temple, this is going to be your reading on what do they wish they could tell you. So today we're going to start with oracle cards to find the themes and then clarify with tarot. And we're then going to get some channeled messages from your person and some advice. So we're going to start off today with the Greek mythology deck to get a couple of themes for you. Spirit, please tap me into the Temple Collective. And what is it that there? Okay, top one only. We have Hygeia, good health. It feels like when you, like in the olden days, and they'll like wish a blessing on you when they would greet you, like good morrow, good health to you, sir. It's like they're wishing you good health. All right, anyway. Let's get one more for what does their person wish they could tell them. Oh, Hercules, protector. Wow. This person sees your good health as part of their domain of influence. Like they're charged with ensuring your good health. On the back of the deck we have Dionysius, the merrymaking. Okay, I'm gonna get two from the Snapshot Oracle by Divine Divinity Speaks. I use this deck a lot because this deck is amazing. If you love 90s like rom-com movies, this is your brand. This is where you need to be. We have Union in the reverse. Hate to see it. Honestly, hate to see it. Let's see what else. Spirit. What else does the Temple Collective? Okay, this is upright. Okay, we have spiritual growth. Well, that's good. Back of the deck, we have soulmates in reverse. And we're going to get two more from the energy oracle cards. We have Deceit in the upright, number 25. Oh, this person thinks they were tricked. They were tricked out of a connection with you. And they're actually really shitty about it, to be honest. They are like plotting. Let me get one more card, please, Spirit. Woman holding a heart in reverse. They feel like they were tricked into like hurting you or something. Tricked into tricking you. Tricked into tricking you. That's what Spirit said. Alright, we have strategy in the upright on the back of the deck. I feel that already. This is a strategic energy, someone who is like planning something, planning a comeback kid. Okay, so we're going to use the Exotic Cancer Tarot deck. I love this tarot deck. This tarot deck is beautiful, amazing, like the imagery is like sensational. It is slightly graphic, so I'm not going to hold the cards up to the camera unless they're a little bit more like PG. I just know that I could get flagged or something like this. Okay, Spirit. I didn't clarify what we're talking about yet, but we've already got the Seven of Swords coming out. That's to do with that Deceit card, but it's going away. I wasn't thinking properly first. Anyway, we're clarifying good health, hygiene. Oh my days, we have the Lovers card in the upright. I did say I wasn't going to put them up to the camera and then just instantly did it. Yeah, this person is hoping that you're in good spirits, very good spirits. They're envisioning you making the right choice, they say, making the right choice in coming back to see each other. We have the World card in reverse. This is a long time coming. They really miss you. Okay, let's clarify good health, peace, spirit. Sorry about my fridge. It's very dramatic, but it is a dramatic card, so thank you. Yeah, thank you. Alright, so I've got the Three of Swords in reverse here. They're hoping that you guys have healed enough. You know, you're literally, it is the healing card. To come back together. Good health. They hope that you're not too hurt. On the back of the deck here, still, we've got still the World in reverse. Okay. Alright. Take this into account. They are actually looking for you to be open to a loving connection and a loving bond. They're hoping that you've healed from any past wounds inflicted by them or not. It does seem like they were integral in not orchestrating, but being a part of what hurt you. Whether or not they orchestrated it, seeming to indicate that someone else had a hand in orchestrating this, but they're hoping that you are almost ready to receive them back in a lover type format. Let's have a look at Union in reverse. This is heavily on their mind. Your state of being, like you have to be in a good mood when they speak to you again. You have to have had a great day. Do you know what I mean? Like it has to be like maybe they're going to do it on like a Saturday or Friday evening because they know that you won't have work and you'll be in a better mood. Like they're thinking about things like that. They're thinking about the best way to approach. Yeah. We have the Eight of Wands and the Star card. Clarifying the Union card. The Union, the end of this separation is like their wish. They're trying to get back into a rhythm with you. They're wanting to get into a rhythm where you are message in the morning, message at night, message here, call you there, blah blah blah. Do you see? Message, blah, 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 talking, this, that. At least opening yourselves up more to conversation, talking, healing a little bit, and to seeing if this can become a reality. They truly believe that they can turn this around into their perfect wish come true. What's on the back of the deck? We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is like their inaction or inability to foresee the reaction to their actions or their lack of actions. I hope that's not too confusing. Well, what it means is they didn't have the foresight when they acted to understand how you would react, and I think it went poorly for them. Can you clarify deceit, please, Spirit? What is this deceit? We have the High Priestess in reverse. An illusion was revealed, Spirit said. And then it's like either something about someone's destiny or a baby. Let's clarify further. The Tower. Well, it's very on brand for deceit, for the Tower to come out. So an illusion is what they'll say. An illusion was revealed and it's now made everything crumble. Someone else wanted you to find out something. You have the King of Swords on the back of the deck. It's like they wanted to tell you in their own time, but they took too long, and they also underestimated the amount that you would want to know. But let's get some more clarity. What is this Tower moment, Spirit? Can you please give us a bit more clarity on what this illusion that was lifted? What is this Tower moment of deceit? Got the Fool. Jump in a new direction. The waves were too choppy with you, and they stepped aside to see if a new direction was going to be easier. Got the Queen of Pentacles on the back of the deck. So this might have been something that got really serious really quickly, and they weren't anticipating that at all, and they were trying to avoid too serious with you, and then they just jumped into serious with someone else. Can we get one more clarifier for, yeah, Two of Pentacles? They had two options, they were weighing them up, and one option slipped out of their hands because maybe this other person or someone who knows them revealed it to you. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords here now, so it was like a message was sent to you. Maybe even Spirit enlightened you on what was happening, but it does certainly seem that there was two people here. Spirit's saying a word, but I don't know what that word is. Litany or something like that. I want to look it up right now. Is that a real word? Like, honestly. We also just got the Hangman. Litany. I don't know what it is. I've got no idea. What? No, I don't know. I'm trying to hear the word. I can't hear it. Anyway, for the Hangman, you had like this. I think it was you thinking things through. You were thinking things so methodically through, and it was like an epiphany hit you when you weren't talking. It's like there was a pause, and suddenly it hit you what was going on. Another person. Please clarify the Protector, Hercules. The Three of Cups in reverse. Protecting you from foul play, from outside circles. Oh, Four of Pentacles. That's someone, like, they're trying to hold on to you. So they're trying to ensure that you don't meet certain people, or you don't come across certain people because of what they might divulge to you, or like there's gossip that they're trying to keep close to their chest, and this keeps them up at night. They wanted to tell you that they're protecting you from, they're keeping you safe, they're keeping you close to their chest. They're not telling people about you because they want to keep you safe. It's like the people around them are like kind of interfering in their life, and they're keeping you hushed so that you're not able to be tainted by them or influenced by them, something in that regard. Let's have a look at spiritual growth. What do they wish to tell them about their spiritual growth, please, Spirit? Well, whose spiritual growth are we talking about? Three of Wands, they miss you. They definitely are missing you. And that has led them to places they didn't think they were going to be honest. I think this person's been looking at readings online, you know, like tarot readings like this one, places they never thought that they would be looking at, and they kind of evolved from there. We've got the Knight of Cups in reverse here, so it's like they're too afraid to step forward, so they've just been trying to manifest you back, trying to bring you back with their own energy. They feel like they've grown in knowledge. Tell me what else about this spiritual growth, please, Spirit. What was the Temple Collective? Oh, you had the Tower card and you had the Temple. So their structures are being dissolved. You have the Magician in the upright. This person is certainly a manifester, a creator. They might just have natural ability to manifest. They're in a creative phase right now. They're in a real energy producing, like they're in a movement phase. It's like they have seen everything that has gone down. Why? They've pinpointed an enemy. They're ignoring the fact that they also have a bit of accountability to hold at the moment. But they have certainly pinpointed someone that they think like separated you, and they're trying to eliminate this person from their life, and they don't want you guys to cross paths whatsoever. Let's have a look at Woman Holding a Heart in reverse. We have the Five of Pentacles. So they're feeling quite trapped on the outside, looking in. They're not sure if you're, this is back to that same energy of hoping that you've healed. They're keeping an eye on you through the window to see, they keep checking in to see if you're in like a good position, so that they can come back and check on you or speak to you or something. Can you clarify Woman Holding a Heart, please, Spirit? Five of Wands in reverse. They want peace with you. They want an ending to the disharmony. Let's get one more clarifier for Woman Holding a Heart in reverse, please, Spirit. Five energy of changes. They're changing the energy. They're they're used to having the stagnant holding energy of holding on to you tightly, holding on to their excuses tightly. And now they're moving into they're changing up the energy because they've become the magician now. They've had a lot of spiritual growth. They understand the nature of energy. They know what they have to do to make things move towards their goal. Two of Cups coming back together. Back of the deck we have King of Cups in reverse. So they know in order to refill the cup, they have to spill the cup first. They're worried about doing it. They're planning to do it though. They are looking for the best weather conditions so that the best outcome can be had. And that's the Three of Wands. I'm praying for the right conditions. I'm trying to wait for my ships to come back. Let's get some channeled messages from your person and see what they would say. First, let's use my Aphrodite Oracle. What would the... Okay, Temple Collective. They said, I feel at peace with you. And they say, let's make out. One of the things that they want you to know is that with you, everything feels fun and like nothing is the problems, the troubles that they're always feeling on their back, weighing them down. With you, it's like those things don't exist anymore, and it's like they can be free. You are perfect. They definitely see you as someone that they would never have come across if it wasn't for some kind of good luck that they had. They've said, I can't make up my mind. They're overthinking how to talk to you about something, but the thing is, all they need to do is just start, and the rest will just fall into place. We have, I'm here to stay. Back of the deck is maybe next lifetime. I think at some point they were giving up, but they can't give up anymore. It's like a spark came through them and they can no longer just pretend to carry on without you. So they're like assessing the scene. Are they in good spirits? Are they in good health? Oh, okay, the weather's right. I'll come in. It says, can you set me free? This is my Persephone Oracle. I'm very proud of her. It is the second day of spring in Melbourne. So, this is her time. All I ever wanted was to feel free. This is that. All these responsibilities on their back, like this freedom is huge for them, and that's how you feel to them. And maybe you have a little bit less like tying you down than they do. Maybe you're someone who has more of a flighty or floaty energy that they really want to emulate or be a part of. But it's something about you granting freedom. Freedom from this tower that they felt locked in. But you did something. So I'll follow you into the unknown, and I'll stay in the darkness with you. They don't care where you guys go, just as long as you're together. One more, please, Spirit. What do they wish they could say to the Temple Collective? Okay, we get two more. So it says, we should have known this was a bad idea. And then the opposing thought. It's like they just go back and forth. Okay, good thought, bad thought, good thought, bad thought. So this says this is the golden age for us. Yeah, we have Star card here. Like this is like, and the Lovers card. This is like hopeful Magician. Yeah, I've got the Magician, Two of Cups. There are some really positive cards here that say that they're quite open and happy and like dedicated to the idea of starting again, trying, healing, moving forward, creating together. Back of the deck we have we gone too far? And get some messages from the Honest Love Tarot. I think this is Two of Cups in reverse. I know you feel the same. This person really does not know how you feel at any given moment. They couldn't pick it. They're very worried about the temperature of the room when they walk in. I'm scared to face you in reverse. I feel like they're coming towards facing their fears. Slowly but surely. They're overcoming it. The prize is much too important for them. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Emerging idea, passion, creativity, initiation. So reverse the Ace of Wands to me suggests a redo or a grounding energy rather than a upward spiritual lightning energy. We need a grounding. It's like they need to make it real. They need to make it in the physical. They need to ground their manifestation. I've got the Page of Swords in the upright. I watch you. I just can't help it. This person is, I don't know how they have access to you, but they're certainly keeping tabs on you somehow. And they also have an intention of an opening message or a conversation. Last two cards from this deck is the Three of Swords. I know I hurt you. And we have, I thought I had more time. I definitely see that this kind of slipped away from them. But I do also believe that they did choose the wrong choice at some stage as well. And we have the Page of Cups on the back of the deck. I shouldn't have doubted my intuition. Sorry if I said that weird. Alright, so I'm just gonna get some advice cards for you. Temple Collective. Spirit, what advice do you have for the Temple Collective in their connection? We have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. This is for you, but I think it's also for them. They have this worry that like someone's going to interfere and hurt you, or like tell you something that's really going to devastate you, and they don't like, they think it's an interference, like it's not true, it's not right, like they're purposefully going to say something to you that is completely incorrect but will have a devastating effect on the relationship. But they need to know that they're safe. This is like, if this is how it's supposed to be, then Spirit will protect it and you'll find out the truth. I feel like you're very good at finding out the truth somehow. And then we have Blue Moon. Believe in the impossible. So with a magician type person, anything can happen. if you're both manifesting this, there is no reason why this couldn't come back together. And on the back of the deck we have surrender to the divine, the full moon. So we're definitely seeing like a culmination of energy. We're just waiting for the right timing, for the fear to be gone. And let's get two from this. Is the magical spell cards oracle deck. Spirit said the first one, magical powers. I weave and clear, I cast and know. Magic secrets to me now show. You might be someone who's quite intuitive. You might have your own divination practices, but Spirit's saying that they'll always enlighten you. When you have something that you need to know, you can trust that Spirit will give you the full side of the story. Even when people are trying to hide the truth from you, you're going to be shown the truth. You can have faith in that. That's like a promise from the divine. The top one is for you. We have best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. Again, seeing the truth. Back of the deck we have organization, purpose, planning, efficiency, now come to me so easily. That's your person planning their next moves. So I hope that this was helpful and enlightening for you. Temple Collective, I can see that you are the Temple Collective because your person is going through a tower moment that perhaps you have already been through, and are trying to gather themselves up after like a turbulent, fearful moment. I hope that this reading was helpful and that you have a great day or night, whatever time it is where you are. Thanks so much for coming to my reading. Bye. Hi and welcome to lulicat.tarot. I am Leisha, aka lulicat, and this is my free tarot channel on YouTube. If you chose leopards, then this is going to be your reading on what do they wish they could tell you. So we're going to start with the oracle cards and find the themes and then clarify with tarot. We're then going to get some channeled messages and some advice cards. So we're starting today with the Greek mythology oracle cards. Get a couple of themes. Spirit, can you please tap me into the Leopards Collective and let me know some of their themes? Thank you. We have Nike, victory. This actually came out in a previous pile as well. I think it was number 2. So if you felt drawn to that pile, maybe check it out. And we have Demeter, the mother. Back of the deck is Aries, warmongering. I'm going to use this divine, this is the snapshot oracle by Divine Divinity Speaks. Get a couple of themes, please, Spirit, for the leopards, top one only. So we have spiritual cleanse in the upright. And union in the upright. Back of the deck in reverse is past events may be affecting the current energy. And we'll get 2 more themes. Anxiety, just flipped out. 1 more for the Leopard Collective. Broken heart in reverse. Back of the deck is door to value in the upright. So I'm going to clarify with the Under the Sea Tarot by Julissa's Messages. Spirit, can you please clarify Nike victory? We have strength in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords. Spirit says there's a lack of courage here. This person wants victory, but they're afraid. They have too many fears about what you think of them, what the world thinks of them. They're afraid to jump into their next chapter, but it's too late because it's finishing. We're in the 9 energy, the 9 of Swords energy. The way that they're thinking, the way that they structure their thoughts, their mind, it's changing. Fear is no longer able to rule their lives. So they're trying to tell you that they're afraid of jumping into the next step. It doesn't matter because they're going to go anyway, so eventually their fear will be faced. The thing is with courage and strength, you can't hide forever. Eventually you lose the ability to even want to hide. You just face it because you're tired. You're tired of it all. Nine of Swords, sorry. You can't sleep. You're not sleeping. Just saw 444 on the timer. So their guides, their angels, their spiritual team is pushing them forward, and they're just afraid to take that next leap into a really abundant phase, Spirit says. Let's have a look at spiritual cleanse, please, Spirit. Can you please clarify? Yep, 3 of Wands. They're just starting to realize the actions that they take in the physical can culminate into a karmic reaction later. They're starting to see how their energy that they put out into the world comes back to them to either bite them or to teach them a lesson. There is this attitude of watching it happen, watching exactly what they did to come back, and Spirit saying to bite them sometimes, their inaction or their unkind words, they get repeated to them from a completely different angle later, and so they know that this was their reaction, their karmic retribution for what they had done. Back of the deck we have the Chariot. They're going to start learning to harness this energy to work towards them. When the energy is good, you have to get going. You have to keep it moving. Please clarify spiritual cleanse. Spirit. It's like they have never understood that's the way that the world works, and now they're starting to understand. I have the King of Wands in reverse. They were faithless. They were also, they display their fear as anger, and they use their charms to get what they want. They think they are, but the thing is that you can't fake the right intentions. You can't be false with the universe. The universe will just deliver you the same falseness packaged as beautifully as you packaged your own falseness. They're also starting to see the falseness of people around them, and they're starting to want to separate themselves from that energy. they're really starting to reflect on the behaviors of the people around them. Look at Eric staring at Ariel. Like, he knows that she, you know, she needs to rest. She needs to heal herself. He's looking at the people around him, them. If it's a him, I don't know. They're looking at the person around them, the King of Wands is, and they're seeing their underlying healing issues. They're starting to be able to identify them. Can you please clarify anxiety, please, Spirit? The Hermit reversed. Like, the world is waking up again, and they're being thrown into these situations with many people, because, you know, where the world is waking up again after such a long hibernation. This gives them anxiety because they don't trust themselves, so they don't trust other people as well. So being around other people is stressful for them. Can you give me another clarifier for anxiety? You have the Page of Pentacles. They have an offer that they have to give, but it's like they are inexperienced at having this type of dialogue with someone. They're not used to telling someone that they have something solid to offer. They're used to saying something like flippant or fake or something that's not based in reality but just dreams. Now this person is faced with the feat of having to speak from their authenticity and having to learn how to do that from the bottom up, because they've had this hermit journey that they're coming out of now. They've been quiet a long time, and now it's time for them to speak. Stressing them out. Back of the deck we have the Six of Cups. They want to see you. They want to talk to you about something. There's something to do with your past. If you guys have a past together, it's either that or perhaps they have this innocent feeling with you that they haven't really had in many situations with others. Spirit, can you please clarify Demeter, the mother? The Emperor reversed. Knight of Swords. There is like a mother wound here that they don't really address. It's a reactive energy of always having to jump to please someone. Like, they have to say the right things at all times, otherwise their life gets a little bit more harder to control. It's like there are certain people around them that make them want to, or make them have to people please. And this is where they got that charismatic, saying the right thing, being the right person kind of energy. That's a learned behavior. That's something that they do to keep the control in their life. They'll say something, but they're actually going to do what they want to do, what they think is the right thing to do. They might appease you with words, but they're going to do something else. We have the Empress in the upright on the back of the deck. They're also seeing you. We have the Mother and Empress. Okay, so they're seeing you as like that divine feminine kind of being, and I think they're analyzing in the past the way that they were speaking to you, or the way that they carried themselves with you, and like you were the authentic one. You were always the authentic one. and they never seemed to be able to reach that level of authenticity, although they emulated it, they wanted it for themselves. Could we get one more clarifier for Mother, please, Spirit? Drive that understanding home for us. Page of Wands. Yeah, it's like I'm bringing back authenticity to my messages, to my dialogue, to the way that I present myself. I'm trying to present myself in an honest and enlightened way, but I don't know how to do that. I've never known how to do that. I've got the King of Swords on the back of the deck. Feeling very out of depth with their words, maybe trying to like win the argument or just close the argument off so that they don't have to go through it. Can we clarify union, please, Spirit? We have the Sun. I think they're hoping that you want to see them. They're hoping that when they come out, it's like all gonna fall into place really easily. And they feel like being without you, or not speaking to you, or not being able to communicate with the person that they find to be the Empress or their Empress, it's like an injustice for them. But they're also seeing how they have created injustice within your connection. And we have the Five of Pentacles on the back of the deck. They're trying to overcome the period of like being left out in the cold. They're trying to recover from the it's like an internal illness that they had, you know, like not a mental illness, but like it was a sickness, the way that they spoke to people, the way that they treated people. And they're starting to see that you can't treat people like this, because karma is like kind of serving them up a plate currently. Please clarify broken heart, please, Spirit. Broken heart in reverse. Another 9 card. Yep. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. They're slowly getting over their woundedness, and they've been kind of self-pitying a little bit. Please clarify broken heart, Spirit. Just in an energy of no one's going to help me, no one's going to do anything for me, so why should I do anything? Now we have the 3 of Swords in reverse. So we met with a broken heart in reverse to the broken heart in reverse. What's on the back of the deck? We have the 4 of Pentacles. They are holding on to you as a means of healing themselves, as a means of pulling themselves up out of darkness. They look at your light, who you are. They hold that close, and that keeps them a little bit warmer at night. So let's have a look at some channeled messages from your person. They seem quite sad, I've got to say. Like, bless them. I think they're going through a lot. This is my Aphrodite Oracle. If you like her, you can purchase her. I'll put a link in the description box below. There's 100 channeled messages cards in the Aphrodite Oracle, and also in the Persephone Oracle. They each have 100 channeled messages, so there's a lot to pull from. But Spirit, what does the Leopard Collective person want to say to them? Will you betray me? Like they have betrayed others. They can't imagine a different type of behavior than the one that they're used to displaying, you know. They picture you, you know, the wrong thing by them in the end, because that's what they would have done. That's what they think the smart thing would have been, to betray you. It feels like you're so far away. We are connected in spirit. So they're still hanging on to that link to you, even if you have pushed it away. I'm not sure if you have, if you're at this reading. You are perfect. They do see you as the Empress, and they see themselves as the Emperor reverse. And you know what? I'll take an Emperor reverse over someone coming out as the Devil any day of the week. Any day of the week I'll take an Emperor reverse. Because the Emperor reverse is growing. You know, they're doing, they're moving, they're working, they're building. And I feel so anxious about us. Back of the deck we have, what do you see in me? But I think, you know, they act very proud, but in fact they are quite unable to see their own amazing qualities. This is my Persephone Oracle. It is the second day of spring in Melbourne, and she is like the happiest. She is blooming. So let's see what messages your person has from Persephone. Persephone is like a healing energy. It's like someone that blooms within the darkness, someone who hasn't always been in the light. It says, let's be blissful together. This person really misses sensual, like feeling good, like vibration, you know, like just being able to relax and let go and just be happy. They envision it with you, but they haven't felt that in a long time. Yeah, I'm coming to get you. I think they're coming to get you. I don't know when. I think they're in a down phase, but they're holding on. Says, you never knew this side of me. I really do think that they're finding a different side of themselves, and that this kind of side of themselves is inspired by you showing them a different way to be, a different authenticity, like a different structure of what a true human can actually be like. It's not all dog eat dog. Like, some people don't have to eat other people to survive. Some people can just create for themselves and thrive. It says, my heart is big enough to forgive anything. I think they're starting to understand the concept of forgiveness. Like, if you truly do want to be better, you can be forgiven. And I think that never occurred to them before. And then we have, I'm excited at the thought of seeing you. Back of the deck, we have, your love is like gold to me. And then we have one more channeled messages deck to go through. So this is the Honest Love Tarot. What does the leopard collector's person want to tell them? Eight of Wands. I'm not waiting a second longer. Okay. Suddenly we're all ready to rock. I thought this is like a bath, watery kind of wallowing energy, but maybe there's, well, there is the Emperor here, so maybe there's a bit more fire in them than that. We have in reverse the truth came after. But I think what this means is that they kind of always knew the truth, but they just like ignored it because they thought they could find a shortcut. We have, there's someone else in reverse, the Three of Cups reverse. I don't think that there's someone else. What I think is that there is outside energies that they are hiding from, basically. I don't think this person has a lot of trust in many people, and I think that they keep to themselves, and I think that they're trying to stay in that energy of keeping away from the wrong people, keeping away from the people that hold them in a point of anxiety or a point of needing to please others or appear a certain way or act a certain way. There's a false group around them of people, and they're over it. That's why you are such a relief to them, because you're nothing like that. You have, do you even want me back? So there's a lot, but we have time, so let's have a look. So we have the Ten of Cups. I was the happiest I've ever been. I think you make them so happy, honestly. You bring out a side of them that they didn't know that they could ever tap into. They didn't know it was possible to feel the way that you made them feel. I have in reverse, don't you worry, I'm coming. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, you make me feel at home. There is a certain safeness that they have with you that they don't often find with many people. On the back of the deck, we have the Star. You feel so far away. That's my fridge being dramatic. Let's have a look at some, let's get some advice cards for you. Spirit, can you give me some advice cards for the Leopard Collective, please? Okay, we have full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. This person is finally starting to see things on a level that isn't so like micro almost. It's like they were always thinking about the next thing, you know, like the immediate thing in their future. I want this, so I'm going to do this right now, not realizing that later down the track something would happen to them to repay them for that shortcut that they took, or that the universe would even work like that. This person is finally starting to look at it as though like the good energy I put out, I get straight back. So that's what I need to cultivate, more of that good energy. But we have a win-win outcome is forecast, the full moon in Libra. So you're helping them to find more balance in their life. So more balance as a human being, even. I don't think they saw relationships with people as being able to be equal. I think they always thought that someone has to call the shots, and that's what's led them to developing certain ways of speaking or interacting with people. Back of the deck we have, you're very close to achieving your goal. Give us moon. So this is all coming to culmination now. All the puzzle pieces are slowly slipping into place. We have friendship. Bring me friendship true. Sharing laughter, understanding too. I think that's another thing, is that you are actually their friend as well. Like usually when they're in a relationship, that person isn't also their friend. They're kind of like their adversary. You know, they're constantly in a battle of power of who gets this or who can do what, or who has control, who has the reins. Whereas with you, it's like a collaboration. You're having fun together. That's the first thing. Second thing after that is what you both bring to the relationship, or what you're going to do within the relationship, and that's something completely new for them. Ooh. And we have safe home. I cast this circle round about. Safety now is beyond doubt. Yeah, what it is that you give them emotional safety that they have never felt before, and that feeling is unbeatable. It's an unbeatable feeling of coming home to someone, feeling like that's your safe place, that's where you can be yourself, that's where you can relax. Back of the deck we have justice. By the power of 3 by 3, Mart, deliver justice to me. So I hope that reading has helped you, given you a bit of a perspective of how they see things. I really feel like I can understand from their point of view, from what they came from. Like, I understand kind of where those wounds could turn into treating people certain ways with certain falseness, but I really think that you're showing them a different way to be, and I think that they are appreciative of that energy from you. So I really hope this was helpful, Leopard Collective. I just realized you guys are the leopards. You're cut from the same cloth. You're two peas in a pod, two little leopards sitting together. Anyway, sorry. I think that's your significance of your picture. You're the same person. You're not the same person, but you're like similar people, but they just didn't know that they were like you. They'd never seen anyone like you. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, night, evening, whatever time this is for you. And thank you so much for coming to my reading. Okay, bye.